Hello everyone, I'm Mina, and today I've got a special announcement to make. I'm starting a Patreon. So I just wanted to make this quick video to give you some details and tell you a bit more about why I'm doing this. So my goal with this Patreon is to let people support the channel, but also get some exclusive rewards, cause there's actually quite a lot of side projects, little tools, 2D or 3D assets and other stuff that I don't have the time to share on YouTube, but still think could be useful to some of you. So as a Patreon, you'll be able to choose between 3 tiers. The DOT members will get the name written in every video, the line members will get a shoutout at the end of the next video on the YouTube channel, and they'll also get some exclusive content like minigames, assets, plugins, tips and tricks, and other cool things that are just for Patreons. And finally, the Square members, in addition to all the other rewards, will also get shoutouts at the end of every video on the YouTube channel, and they'll be able to vote for upcoming tutorial topics at least once a month. Now, I personally really love the Patreon philosophy of having the people interested in your content directly finance and impact the content creation, so I'll always want higher Patreon contributors to be able to help me shape the future of the YouTube channel and have a say in upcoming projects. For now, this impact will just be in the form of regular polls on Patreon to vote for the next tutorial topics, because I'm still a one-woman creator with sadly only 24 hours per day. But I sincerely hope that this Patreon and the other ideas I have in mind can help grow the community, and ultimately that I'll be able to offer you even more ways of contributing. Oh, and by the way, the first exclusive assets that I'll share with Line and Square Patreon members is coming up soon. It's actually coming up tomorrow, on May the 7th, and it will be a Godot 3D shader of a swirly magic ball surface. Now, as you probably know if you're watching this, I love making videos, articles or books about game dev and game creation in general. I'm always super happy to share what I know with other people and connect with the community. Recently, the YouTube channel reached 10k subscribers, which is just amazing. I'm super grateful to all of you and honored to see so many people join me around game dev, and I'd be really glad to see that become my only activity in the future, thanks to your support. However, for several years now, I've been balancing between freelancing and content creation, cause neither selling books, distributing assets, or relying on Medium's and YouTube's monetization systems is stable enough for me to stop freelancing. Which basically means that I have to cram together 2 full-time jobs, with the one that is the most personal and that I would like to pursue being the one that earns very little. Now, in truth, I don't think that I would stop doing YouTube videos or writing books even if this Patreon flops, cause the joy of having just one person comment under a video and tell me I managed to explain a concept to them the right way brightens my day like crazy. But that being said, the instability of algorithms currently prevents me from going for all the projects I'd like to try, like, in particular, I'm just saying, creating some actual video games of my own. And yep, I know, I don't really expect to get a full-time salary with this Patreon in the near future, but launching this Patreon is to me an important first step on the road to, hopefully, one day becoming a full-time content creator. I truly believe in transparency, so I want to be very clear on what I intend to do with my Patreon earnings. The point is really not to just amass stockpiles of money. I want to reinvest it in interesting projects and help finance other ideas that I already have but can't bring to life yet. So I want the channel to stay alive and keep going the right way. Cause between Unity's runtime fee debacle from last September, my switch to Godot and my new project ideas, truth is, the last months have been quite full. I'm super proud and super happy of how the YouTube channel has grown recently. I really enjoy where it's right now, and I'd really like for it to continue this way, but I don't want to sacrifice my personal life and my health for that. So with your support, I could plan ahead the future with more peace of mind. Also, this Patreon money will help me go further. In addition to maintaining the current production, there are also various projects that I'd like to share with you and that for now are just too time-consuming for me to even consider. For example, I'd like to make videos on other tools, like other game engines or 3D software, Perhaps having more French versions of my tutorials for the French speaker in my community. Talking a bit about music, so composition, orchestration, and all that sort of stuff, especially for video games or film, so media music. Just to give you an idea, this would be the kind of music you're currently hearing in the background that I made on the side for a project on Vikings. Then I'd also love to be able to devote more time to making video games and sharing with you some game devlogs, step by step for project brainstormings and reflections, perhaps even live streams on YouTube or on Twitch. So yeah, I basically have a lot of other ideas I'd really love to try, but can't for the moment, because they would take way too much time. And finally, the third way I like to reinvest these Patreon earnings is by, in turn, supporting other creators and projects that I really love and use in my day-to-day creation. There are so many YouTube channels or tools that have motivated me to try out this venture and continue to give me the strength to pursue it every day, so I definitely want to thank them with more than kind words. But in any case, here you go! That's a quick summary of what my Patreon will be, so I definitely hope that you're interested, and even if you can't directly support the Patreon by getting a membership, it would be super cool if you could just share this post and contribute in your own way by helping the community grow. Of course, if you want to discover more of my content, you can check out my playlist of Godot tutorials over here, or some Blender modeling tutorials over here. And on that note, as always, thanks a lot for watching, and take care!